Hi, what's up everyone? In this video we are going to talk about the top best fly fishing rods you can buy on Amazon. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon. Because of my job as a fly fishing journalist, I believe I've fished nearly 100 different fly rods in the last decade. Fly rod companies are continually bringing new products to market, so gear reviews are still common. After spending so much time analyzing rods, I've figured out what makes a rod truly amazing, rather than just decent or average. This list is based on my personal opinion and research and lists them based on quality, features and pricing. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description below. So let's get started. On number 5, Hardy Sirrus Glass. The Sirrus glass is said to be going out of production soon, but that shouldn't stop you from picking one up if you can find one. This is the first fiberglass fly rod on the list, and it's not because I dislike glass fly rods. It's just that for a piece like this, there are so many great rods to choose from that some have to be removed. The Sirrus glass fly rod, though, deserves a spot on this list because of the fishing experience it offers. It's an absolute pleasure to cast, with the soft, forgiving action that glass fly rods are known for. It's an excellent dry fly rod, and it looks great, too. On number 4, Maxcatch Extreme Graphite Fly Fishing. You can read my review, as well as many others, to learn why the Maxcatch Extreme Fly Rod is a great buy for under $50. When I saw the price tag, I didn't expect much and tucked it away in my tackle for a day when I didn't have a spare rod to share with someone who can't fish. Since first seeing the rod, I've changed my mind completely. Even if the output isn't as good as rods costing $400 or more, the performance is outstanding. The value is decent enough to give you many seasons of fishing regardless of species and conditions. If you are looking for a rod that offers you good performance while undoubtedly offering bang for your buck, then I suggest you get it now. We concluded that, despite being marketed as a fast-action rod, it casts and handles like a medium fast-action rod in a variety of fishing scenarios including streams, lakes, rivers, and creeks. The blank is built with a helical tapering, which adds to its ability to monitor lines well while remaining lightweight. This design allows you to maintain full control during a powerful cast over long distances while maintaining perfect accuracy. The 9 feet length usually indicates that shorter distances are not quite accurate, but we found that casting 20 feet distances are great when you want to maintain its accuracy. It excels, however, during the longer distance throws, and you can pack power behind the cast. Even though it is aimed at fly fishing, you have a great multi-purpose rod that handles all condition like strong winds and all species fish too. If you are a novice fly fisher, this would be the go-to rod for the action. Will teach you much faster to become a pro angler. On number 3, Piscifun Sword 4-piece 9 feet 5 weight fly rod. When learning to fly fish, you want a rod that suits your budget while providing all of the features you'll need before moving on to advanced rods. The Piscifun Sword is one of these rods, with a mild action mode that allows you to do all a skilled rod would. At the same time, I feel compelled to mention that even experienced anglers enjoy having this rod in their arsenal and using it as a backup rod. It's a great deal that makes for a variety of fishing techniques. I need to tell you that it does not have the quality of a high-end rod, however, it does incorporate some high-end features. One of these is the materials used for the blank, which is IM7 carbon fiber. This, in particular, is something you only get when buying an expensive rod. The snake guides are made of stainless steel, that will prevent corrosion for many years. In fact, the entire rod is designed for durability when you consider the stain-resistant cork grip and the reel seat that is also chip and rust resistant. The Piscifun delivered beautifully in short casts, despite the fact that several longer 8 and 9 foot rods of these 5 and 6 weights do not. And if you cast under 20 feet, you will fall where you want to cast. It also produces excellent longer and medium length casts with smooth loading and tangle-free lines. Given the low cost, you will have years of use as you progress from beginner to expert and master all of the fly fishing skills. With this rod, you can find it difficult to cast long distances because the slow motion prevents you from making those 60+ yard casts correctly. Negative comments included some snake guides came loose and needed fixing, and the single locking nut sometimes comes loose and needs rechecking while fishing. And although the manufacturer states it's a moderate fast rod, it really is more like a slow medium action rod. That is easier for the beginner to master anyway, so not a big problem. On number 2, Tailwaters Toccoa Fly Rod. When you first see the Toccoa Fly Rod, you might not expect much, particularly given its low price. It does, however, make use of high-quality materials, which enable it to perform with precision and durability. Many anglers favorite cheapies in their gear, and many other experienced fly fishing anglers would agree. It comes in a 4-piece package for easy transport and is one of the few inexpensive rods available in a Cordura tube. Chrome snake guides that reduce friction and abrasion to avoid line breakage, a half-well cork handle, and a machined aluminium reel are only a few of the high-end features found on costly rods. Its performance though is what impresses most. Regardless of where you want to fish, boats, lakes, streams, rivers, creeks, it handles it superbly. Take a narrow creek and cast real shallow and you will have an incredibly accurate cast with no twisting lines. Large bodies of water and you want to cast long distances are no problem either, and this is where it truly shined. You will find that with its fast action it is capable of short, medium and long distance casting with equal accuracy. The 9 feet, with both 5 and 6 weights fish during windy conditions and strong currents, and you will find the Toccoa handles it like an expensive professional rod that is 10 times its price. I strongly advise you to purchase this rod if you are a novice angler looking for a high-quality, high-performing rod, but experienced anglers looking for the best bang for their buck will also enjoy it. It's incredible how many high-quality features this rod comes with for such a low price. The only drawback is that it is slightly heavier than top-of-the-line models, but only by around 20 to 25%, and it is more than 200% less expensive. That shouldn't deter you from trying out this fantastic rod. On number 1, TFO Temple Fork Lefty Kreh Professional Series 2 Graphite Fly Fishing Rod. You may be like a lot of anglers and buy a TFO Lefty Kreh Pro just to have it in your tackle box or as a backup rod, particularly given its low price. Once you've tested it out on a fly fishing outing, believe me when I say you'll keep using it. You will find that it is not as attractive as some others, but when it comes to what it can do, you can accept that it is an excellent purchase. It's billed as a medium fast rod, but when you treat and cast with it, it feels like a 6 or 7 fast action rod. It feels quite heavier and handles like a heavier rod as mentioned. However, this specifically causes it to show more predictability and extreme smoothness through a cast. While you are supposed to have a few rods in your kit, you will do well in all seasons and all conditions with just the Lefty Kreh Pro during any fly fishing trip. From lakes to rivers and streams, the Lefty Kreh Pro Fly Rod can cover it all. One thing you can say about TFO throughout their fly rod designs, especially with the Kreh Pro, they believe in handling ability and distance. 2 very important factors that you get with this rod. When used by an experienced angler, a fast action rod can manage short distances well. However, both beginners and professionals will find that it performs admirably over longer distances. This is the kind of rod you'll use on all of your fly fishing trips. Shorter lengths perform best in creeks and rivers, while longer lengths perform exceptionally well over long distances independent of environmental conditions. So guys, this was the video about the best fly fishing rods. All the links are given in the description, do check them out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.